ill-gotten gains and a little power trip down in that area,
What area?
Well, Spearstraw and then the blueberry farmer and then, the guy used to yell at Leo, "You're picking the green ones, Leo." And then the guy down the road a bit, his son, we knew his father, he'd an old father and he was really nice. But his son, he had gotten some land across the way and he was really nasty. So there was about 3 or 4 of them, that would, like he worked for Pitt Meadows. I think they all did one time, but take days off to work on their farm, and then he got his quota of cows,
Yeah.
But rather a very nasty man, but I'm not, but...
Yeah. So what was your favorite thing about it, living there?
Oh, I think the scenery. I think that's, where it can make any place, if you, it can affect your tranquility and your, how you feel and everything else, really, basically, But I think the mountain itself was so fabulous. I mean, it was so beautiful, and then the moss on it, and then the spring flowers and the trees and everything about it. It was absolutely unique,
Yeah.
Being on the mountain and everything.
Well, like I was reading in that biography of Professor Tolkien, and like it said, like he really loved trees. And I was thinking, gee, it's too bad he never made it out to BC, because he probably would have loved it out here.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I remember that tree that I think he had done a drawing or something, and he loved the trees. Yeah, that's true. I don't know if he ever did make it to Canada. I don't think he did.
No, he wasn't fond of traveling at all.
No, but
I like that part in the Lord of the Rings when I think it's Galadriel's gift to Frodo was like a little silver little box, and inside was some, soil.
Oh,
remember? I think there was a seed or something.
Oh, yeah, right.
And then they finally made it back to the Shire, but
that
other guy had just destroyed it, Saruman.
Oh, yeah.
Taking down all the trees and that, then Frodo, he's reaching for his hanky or something, he's going to cry, and then he finds the box, he's forgotten all about it.
Oh, yeah.
So then he puts the soil in, and then suddenly all these trees, beautiful trees, start to grow again.
Yeah, that was wonderful, yeah. It was funny that, certainly in his book, that when in his childhood, when he lived at that place with his mother and his brother, and it really was out in the country. And then they made the transition into the city, and the things that he missed or remembered fondly, the countryside and all the different things. And then he hated to see the city sort of spreading a blight over the land, which showed up in his novel. But yeah, it is too bad when you see that in some areas that are kind of worth preserving. It's not that people shouldn't have places to live and that, but there's some special areas I think are worth preserving as a unit,
Yeah, well, you know what the floral emblem of Coquitlam is out here?
No.
It's a dogwood, eh?
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, for our municipality, like all our letterhead has a big dogwood on it in the corner, and that. Also, of course, the province of BC, the floral emblem is the dogwood as well, eh?
Oh, yeah.
So the paper out here, the Coquitlam Now, they had an article, I think, last weekend of some big developer and that, like, just bought some land off the municipality here, and then there are all these beautiful dogwoods, just mowed them down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that is...
Wait for a new subdivision or whatever.
Yeah,
showed a picture of this guy. They're all just lying there,
Yeah, there's people that would do that when something has grown, so long, and, it's not a necessity to cut them down, you know,
Yeah.
and that, well, that, remember that place out in, where we moved to that big house, and then there was all those really beautiful trees along that side, and then that big machine came one day, I think it was one day, or 1.5 days, and it just knit them all down. You know, it was just amazing, you know.
Yeah.
And they were all gone, nobody cared, or, we didn't even know, they were just gone, and that was it.
Yeah.
So
that was nice, you know.
yeah, well, and it
sheltered
from the road and everything, and then that was gone. And yeah, that's what I mean. I wouldn't be surprised if that oak tree was gone, which, you know, it was not that old, really. Mm-hmm. It was very, very beautiful, you know. But,
yeah.
You know, some of them do. Those developers that go in, and there's a couple of old oak trees and that, and they just want them knocked down. They don't see beyond the dollar signs, you know.
Yeah.
Just get them out the way, and that's it.
You have to start a protest, or maybe demonstration time.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I think a lot of people do try to put up some demonstration, but I think sometimes all these things, like I mean about these groups and municipalities that get in as older people, older men and that, and they're usually, you know, some farmer or landowner or real estate developer, and they make sure they get on there, and then they quietly go about their work of destruction, you know, to make money, and somebody comes and cuts down trees and nobody's asked. You know, is it all right, or do the people in the area mind? They just go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
So I guess even with those big dams, I know that one, I don't know if you've heard, that Old Man Dam in Alberta, and the people, they started on that, and they didn't even do an environmental study. So now they started building it, and an environmental group said, well, you better study what the result's going to be. So that they're going to do one, but and then that big one, you know, the James Bay, they're going to flood a piece of land, a piece of country that's the size of France.
Really?
Yeah, and the Indians that live there and make their living, their homes, and they didn't even ask. They just went ahead and said we're going to do it to sell electricity to the United States. So hopefully that stops. But that is really what, in essence, starts at the municipal level, you know, I think.
Yeah, right.
You can see, you know, when you go from that level, and greed and power struggles and people that don't care, you know.
Yeah.
They're just out to make money, you know.
Yeah, it's the same old story.